Hello, friends. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well out there. I need to add myself to the stream. There we are. Hello. Look at the cord in front of me. I was not as organized as I should have been. How are we doing tonight? Straighten myself all out. Good evening. How you guys doing? I want to make sure. Can you see me? Are we good? Everybody can see me? Hello. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Did you have a good week? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope the sound is good. I just hope everything is working, right? It's always a good thing. Is everything working? You guys can see me? We're good? So happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great week. I hope you're ready to make some art. I don't know if everybody had a chance to do what we did last week, because this is what happens, right? I know it's still summer for a lot of us and vacation time and life is busy. So I'm not sure if you guys got your stuff done from last week, but even if you didn't, let's just hang out and work on whatever you're working on. Hi, Nicole. Hi, ladies. Hello, Natalie. Hi, Jessica. How are you? And Miriam. Yay. So I took Devin shopping today. So I'm going to blind you with my earrings tonight. So we just ran in the door and got everything ready. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Hello, B. Yay. Irene. Lots of friends are in the house. So happy Friday. Tonight we are going to be elevating our drag paint art from last week. I just literally put something through my die cutting machine so I could use it as a background. I've pulled out a whole bunch of magic and we'll sit and just make and work on whatever you have handy that you can work on. I just went and grabbed, I found them. Some stamps and things I want to use, and then wasn't sure if I put it in front of me or hid it somewhere. But I see it, so it's good. So I'm going to use this background that was actually kind of my practice and play background, and this is going to be the piece for my base. Rich is here to say hello. Hi.
Hi. I'm getting ready for my debut.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, weirdo.
No, you told me.
I know what I told you. It's not something we're discussing now, though, weirdo. He is adorable and strange all at the same time, right? And Karen is saying she's been busy with her gel plate prints, didn't have time to play with this technique. Yes, we wrapped up yesterday a 4-week long gel plate printmaking class. That was awesome. And I grabbed some of the things that we started, because then there's like, okay, I have all of these prints. Now what? So we played with this. I'll show you guys a little peek. I still have to do some more work on it, but it was fun, right? It was fun. It was awesome. Oh, Tolly, happy birthday. Is the big 5-0 yesterday. Happy birthday. But yeah, it was a great class. I have to say that everyone did such a great job. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of connecting and creating, which I absolutely love. So very exciting. Sad to kind of see that come to an end, because we looked forward to meeting up twice a week. There were 8 lessons in that, plus a bonus lesson. And we had a ton of fun. And I know some people haven't even started it yet, but you have something to look forward to whenever you can get to that class. And see, Patty saying, I miss it already. Me too. I had something to look forward to twice a week, right? So we just have to make sure we keep creating on our own time, using a lot of the techniques that we learned. It will be super fun. So tonight, I'm not going to talk to you for a long time. We're going to get right into the things. So I think I'm going to build this on a sheet of foundations paper and do some fun mixed media. If it's blurry on your end, go to your screen on YouTube and hover over the little gear, and then just improve your quality, because that's probably why it's blurry. A lot of times when you're watching live, you have to go in and change your quality to 720. So that will help if you are watching on YouTube and it's a little blurry, that just hover over the gear with your mouse and then just change your quality, and it will make it a lot better. because a lot of times it helps even with me when I'm watching a playback, when I'm live on YouTube. I'm doing this from another system, like another app, but yes, definitely check the quality and that will help. Such an amazing class. Thanks for all your golden nuggets. You're welcome, Shelly. I hope you were doing lots of mining for all those golden nuggets. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. And like I said, I have a couple things that I'll share in case you're like, gel plate printing, what is that? I'll show you a few of those things and what we made yesterday or started, because I still have to finish them. And then we're going to get into the good stuff. I'm going to make a layout and a card tonight. I don't have a photo printed, but I'm going to make a layout and a card. Hi, Poppy. How you feeling? I did not see your comment that you were under the weather yesterday, but my mother let me know. She said, make sure you let Poppy know that you're thinking about her. So I'm thinking about you, Poppy, and I hope you're feeling better today. So yay, let's flip the camera. If you have any questions when I'm going, because you will find this is definitely a community setting. A lot of the people who show up on Friday Night Live have forged friendships within our creative community. So I sometimes won't see your comment or question if you don't put question first. So super helpful if it's something you want me to draw, you want to draw attention to in case I miss it. Put question first and then join in the banter, or just sit back and relax, grab yourself a cup of tea, a glass of wine, whatever you want. And even if you can't make what I'm making tonight, I think that you can have fun just visiting and keeping company with all us crazy crafters. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I will try to read the comments as well as they're going fast and furiously from Facebook and YouTube, because you can watch me on Friday nights from either platform. I stream live on both. So I'm going to flip the camera to the camera that's over my work table, and we're going to get started. So hi, Debbie. How are you? Not done all the things in the gel plate class, but you will catch up. You are not alone. I think that you are with many, right? You're with many that are still working on it and feel better as well. Brianne's under the weather as well. Not fun. There are a lot of people who are not feeling well. And Kari wants to know who's drinking with her tonight. She likes to have drinking games. So every time I sing that, you guys have to drink, right? What are we drinking? Yes. What is your cocktail or beverage for tonight, Kari? Mine. Oh, and everyone, my friend Melody is here. And let's say happy birthday to Melody. It's her birthday today. And if you have never had the pleasure of meeting my friend Melody, oh my goodness, if you ever have a chance, you definitely want to be best friends with her. She is a delightful human being, and it's her special day today. So happy birthday. Valerie will drink with you. I know she does vanilla vodka. I don't remember what she mixes it with, but I know that she does vanilla vodka. I have vanilla Diet Coke with extra caffeine, if that counts. And I often show you the French side because it makes it feel more right? So let's do the things. Is anyone playing along with me tonight? Did anyone make any of the backgrounds from last week? So as a recap, in case maybe you're new here, welcome. Or maybe you didn't get a chance because you were living life last week and you didn't get a chance to see what we were up to last week. But freaking magic happened right before our eyes. I came in with an idea, and as we explored the idea, it just got better and better. And this is one of the backgrounds we made. This is where we started and kind of played around testing different mediums. And I love, this is super pretty. I'm not going to make a layout on this tonight, but I will, because I love this background. And here we use different paints. We tinted different mediums with my friend Tim Holtz re-inkers in oxide and regular distress. And we tinted a bunch of different mediums. This was just play. Like, what was really fun is people said, hey, try this. And I went, okay. And it was a lot of fun. And I'm really sad. My friend Greta is here, who's another amazing. You need to see her cards, are freaking awesome for Queen and Company. Check her out, Greta Hammond. Guess where she is right now? Valerie, guess where she is? She's in Niagara Falls, New York. But with all the COVID restrictions and how hard it was, she was supposed to come see me, but she's only here for a day. So maybe the two of you can meet up and Greta can give you my Ray Dunn stuff that she has in her car. because she's right around the corner from you, Valerie, and she can't come over. And I'm very sad. So hello, Hammonds. I wish that you could come and swim in the pool and visit with me, because I miss humans. I miss humans, right? Don't you need to get that out of the fridge, Natalie? What's Natalie getting out? I don't know. What? She's right over there with you. You can go visit with Valerie because she's like an extension of me. But we'll have to talk. Let's text when I get off here, Greta. So I want to know where you ended up, if you took my hotel suggestion, and if you're going to go and visit any of the things. But I miss you, friend. You're so close, and that sucks. Just another reason COVID sucks, right? That you can't come over. You're so close, but we'll make it happen, right? See if she can come visit you tomorrow. You can go swim in Valerie's pool. It's awesome. So this was one of the ones that we created. This was a sheet I had cleaned off on, and I created a background that for sure I'm going to make a layout. And let's see how tonight goes. Maybe I can whip one out on this one as well, right? But yes, I know, I bet a lot of you are in the same boat with me. I have not seen anyone for so long. It's not even funny, right? Most of these people, like, I teach at events and I see a lot of people a couple times a year, and it will probably be 2, maybe 3 years before I see anybody again. And I'm old. Like, I've just lost 3 years of my life, right? So thank goodness I like my family, and we've spent lots of time together, but crazy times, right? So big hugs to all of you out there, right? I know COVID numbers are going up. So crazy. But look, isn't this fun? So this was one of these that we did with the new Liquitech gouache. And we put the pattern down, we misted it, and we dragged all the paint off and ended up with this kind of dyed background. It was super fun. If you have not watched last week's Friday Night Live, you want to check this one out, because it was very organic and it just kind of happened, and it was awesome. And those paints are rather new, the Liquitex gouache paints. And gouache is just more of an opaque watercolor, and it was fun. Like, we had a lot of fun. I think everybody who joined me last week was surprised with the results that we got, right? So lots of fun. And then this is the one we did with paint to see how it would work with acrylics. And that's the result we got. And then went a little crazy with this lovely neon and got this kind of shadow effect with the stencil. Very fun. Very fun. So yes, I love it when you guys let us know where you're watching from. So if it's the only comment you leave tonight, please let us know where you're watching from. And if anything exciting is happening in your life, I love it. And why are you in the hospital? Oh, you had your hip replacement today. How you feeling, Melody? I hope you're doing okay. We're sending you lots of healing vibe and love. And I hope that right now the drugs are good and you're not in any pain. But we're thinking about you and glad you could check in tonight. So big hugs, lots of love coming your way, my friend. So we were talking about one of the fun things. Look, we have some Spanish there, Natalie. Tell me what Patricia Perez is telling us. Hola, chica. One day I will learn the Spanish. And then I can just surprise you all and speak to you in Spanish, right? So we did this gel plate class. So if you're not familiar with, a gel plate is literally a plate of what looks like gelatin. It's not gelatin, but you can put paint and stencils and patterns on and pull these amazing prints with all different kinds of mediums. We used just acrylic, but this is just an idea of what we were working on in the class. Look at this with the gold glaze on the plate. So that's what I've been up to. If you're like, where has she been? She hasn't really posted anything. It's because it's been crazy times doing that twice a week and spending, I think, about 3-4 hours for each one of the classes. So super fun. We had a lot of fun. I will be pulling that plate out and doing more. But if you're looking for something like that, all the information will still be there. And what's really fun with that class is it will start you right with the basics and lead you up to what you need to get started and really proficient and have fun with your gel plate. So loved this class. Lots of fun. See, Natalie is speaking now in Spanish to everybody, and we don't know what she says other than hola. That's all I know is hola and Mexico. And that's all I know. So hopefully you're having a good night in Mexico. I love it. And hello from Australia. So fun. Patricia is hoping the fluorescent paints will arrive in Mexico soon. Definitely. I hope so too. We will get my Spanish speaking sales rep at American Crafts. I can probably direct you to what store would have them in Mexico because she takes care of all of the Spanish speaking market. So I can, if Natalie or somebody reminds me about that, I'll get some information for you. So lots of fun. So then we made those gel plate prints. And then yesterday in the class, we worked on creating something with them. And I am going to continue to work on this, but lots of fun. If you're ever looking at classes like that, and from anybody, I don't have to take it from me, from anybody, and trying to figure out what you would do with the prints and the mixed media. Oh my goodness, my friends, there is no end to the stuff that you can create with mixed media backgrounds, right? You just look outside the box and you can make some really fun stuff. So we worked on a few things. I was a card maker again last night, and we did 2 layout backgrounds with our prints, and I can't wait to finish them. So thank you to everyone who joined me in that class. I can't wait till we do part 2. Part 2 is going to be a ton of fun. So it will be coming, right? It will be so much fun. What is that? I need to find some good script stamps. Yes, and I add them always to vickybooten.com, and I will add some more because I love good background stamps. You can never go wrong. I will have probably posted next week a whole bunch of new stencils and stuff as well. When do you plan part 2? Oh, Debbie, my fall is crazy, so I just have to work on my calendar to see when we could do that, because we're going to have the Warm Wishes extravaganza, and it's going to be awesome, where we're going to do a whole bunch of Christmas projects with a humongous kit. And then my new collection that I will be introducing to you guys very soon at the end of this month. I will have another weekend event with that. And then I'm teaching at Crop and Create. And I have a class in California as well online. So you need a good typed text background. I'm going to order some from Hero Arts. So I will be adding them to the store, Nicole, and I can add it into your design team box. Just let me know. Okay. Yay. So tonight, this was one of the backgrounds that literally was just a sheet I had cleaned or tested the paints on to see how the dragging technique would work, right? And then I just put it on my silhouette because I have to figure out how to use my Cricut, which is going to be my next thing because I'm very excited because it works very quickly. And then I just went in literally tonight and printed off or cut out a really fun background that I thought I could put on my layout. And Nicole, I'm going to need your help because I don't know, when I downloaded the new software for my silhouette, all of your files are gone. I don't know what I need to do to get them back on there. But my lovely friend Nicole is here, who has Just Nick Studios, which are amazing cut files. So if you're looking for some really fun cut files, you want to check out Just Nick Studio. They're really awesome. I love them, and I need them all back because they're all missing. So yay. So I cut this out, and I think it's a lot of fun, right? That I want to do kind of a sunburst. And I love that rainbow fun effect. You just made a bunch of fall files today. I can't wait. So Nick, I need help. I need them back because I just went to cut and then I'm like, oh my goodness, where are they? They're all missing. And then I need to add them now to my Cricut. So I'm super excited to start using that. So look, you could use the positive or the negative of this. And I don't know what I'm going to use yet. I just ripped this, but I can add it back in because it didn't cut all the way through, but I have that option, right? I'll just keep that. I kind of digging this because so much of the color is on here, but we'll decide. So you do not have to have a die cut machine to create this. You could literally just create a whole bunch of rays and put it on the background. So even if you don't have a die cutting machine, you totally could use whatever you have to create, something fun. But look at the color in that. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to make a layout, and I'm going to use, of course, Color Study. And then I'm going to make a card as well. And who knows? I think actually I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use the parts of this to create my card. So I just grabbed flower punches. I have these new flower punches that I got from We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to punch a bunch of flowers, and this is what I'm going to use for my card. Question: what did you cut your foundations paper on with your silhouette? I use the chipboard. I usually set it at 6. I don't cut it too fast, and I do a double cut. And it always works beautifully, especially if you have a nice sharp blade. Yes, is it so sad that Greta, I cannot believe she's this close and we can't see each other. And we were so excited. And then when she went online to read what the restrictions are for coming in from the US into Canada, you have to have a COVID test coming in. You have to have a COVID test going out, which is, I totally understand it. We need to keep everybody safe. But if you're only coming over for a day, it's kind of a lot to go through. And then you also have to register online. So anybody who's thinking just because the border's open that you can just, hey, go and visit Canada, it's not easy. Like, I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't planning on visiting for a while, right? Love Color Study, or is it Color Study? Well, there is no U in it because I work with American Crafts, which is an American company. So for us Canadians, it would be color with a U. And for my European friends, but for my American friends, it is color with no U. So I know for some people that makes them very angry. I get a lot of comments about why do I put the word color in my collections without a U? And I'm like, well, it's an American company, so we play by their rules. And I'm all right with it. You know, I am not that tied to the U that I can't still see the benefit of using a pretty collection, even if it is not how we would spell it, right? But I know some people that really bothers them. So I guess just don't use that word or put a little U in there, right? Listen, someone in my house took 2 sheets of foundations paper to write a note on to our neighbor. Oh my goodness. Ron, you are in some trouble. Yes. What is that? Some Americans spell it with a U too? Really? How does that happen? I did not know that. So I am punching some flowers out for our card, whatever I'm going to do with the card. Okay. So I'm just punching a whole bunch because why not? Why waste this prettiness, right? So I was going to maybe use this side, but I'm not going to because, well, maybe I could use part of it up here, right? I could still use this part. My tassel for my dress got caught on it. So I still could use this if I wanted to. So maybe I will still keep that and have the best of both worlds. I did want to do a couple of the smaller ones though. So let's find a spot where I can get a couple of those. And I'm just doing my prep work so we can make a card tonight for my card making friends. And I can make a layout tonight for my layout making friends. And for anybody else out there that joins in and you'd like to see different kinds of crafts made, give me an idea of what kind of crafts you make that you'd also like to see me make on a live, because I am definitely open to being all inclusive. If you would like to see altered art somewhere along the line, or we could make some different kinds of crafts, definitely let me know what you'd like to see, because we're taking notes and I will do all of the things. So Greta, are you in Niagara Falls? Did you get to go see the falls today? You got some rain. We had some rain, although Devin and I got to see a beautiful rainbow on our drive back from Burlington, because that's where we went. when we found out that Greta couldn't come, she's like, will you take me shopping? And I'm like, sure, I will. I haven't had a break in 12 years. Let's go shopping. So we did. And it was a good day. And I have to do one of those like haul videos because I went into Zara today and I bought, are you ready? A Mona Lisa shirt. I bought a shirt with Mona Lisa on it. I bought a shirt that looks like Van Gogh painting, and all of it is stitched. It's beautiful. ATCs, I would love to do that. I will totally do. I'll have to make a note. Do I have a piece of paper around here? I'm making a note on my scrap. So you want me to do ATCs? I will totally do that one night. ATCs with mixed media. I love it. See, it's on my list. Love that idea. Well, we are part of the Commonwealth, right? So we definitely use similar spelling to our friends in the UK. So I'm cleaning my bits up. We're prepping. Is anyone working with me tonight? Or are you working on something fun that you would like to share? I would love to know what you guys are creating with or making. Are you cleaning your creative space? Are you doing dishes or laundry? Are you watching like a baseball game and hanging out with me? Because I know often these are the things that happen, right? But do you see what I'm saying? When you take mixed media and then you cut it into a basic shape, like these are beautiful. And look at that, looks like the most beautiful custom pattern paper that we made ourselves. So I love it. Watching while you work. Love it. Die cutting gel plate prints. I love it, Kari. Yes. Oh, Janice would love ATCs. Altered playing cards. Oh, I love that, Janice. I'm hanging out with Janice tomorrow night. She's picking me up and we're going out for dinner. Isn't that nice? Altered playing cards. I love it. Janice, keep sending me those lists because I think all of this is fun. And I love looking at some different things, right? Like, let's look at different things to make. You just got back from a lovely dinner at Buddha. She's rubbing that in. I love the smoking Buddha. If you live in or visit the Niagara region, you would love visiting the Smoking Buddha in Port Colborne. It's absolutely delicious. You're laid up with a broken toe. Oh no. Be safe, Jen. That's no fun. And indexing all of your Tim Holtz products in his new inventory system. I know I need to do that as well. I was laughing because I posted on Instagram that I got new stamps in the mail, that I had Happy Mail, because I love my friend Carrie Bradford, and I ordered all, like, look at this stamp set. I absolutely love it. My friend Lael had used this to do a whole bunch of swatching, so I ordered that as well. And Tim's like, I love your stamps. I'm like, I know, they're so awesome. And then he sent me a picture that he had just ordered a whole bunch from Carrie as well. So I love that. I'm like, oh, look at great minds and all that. See, we love to support everybody in the community, right? If it's something I want, I will buy it. Even sometimes I buy things that I don't think I need, and I always find some kind of use for it. So my thought for tonight is I want to put this on a sheet of, it doesn't really have to be Foundations paper, but that's what I have here. Like, you don't have to tonight because we're not going to use like tons of wet medium. So it could be just a sheet of white cardstock, but I have it here, so I'm going to use it. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Good for you. Congratulations. Education is always an amazing thing, right? Where did the Sunburst die cut come from? I just bought it on Silhouette. If you look up like Sunburst, it was a cut file with 4 different types of Sunburst. But look how fun this is going to be. Now, you know I love this, but that's a little bit too muted for me. So I want to do something in the background that this sits on top of. So I decided that I'm going to stamp in the background with text. And maybe I'll throw a little bit of color down. We could, but I actually am not going to. I want to keep the background really clean. So I just totally lied to you. So I'm going to take one of my text backgrounds and I'm going to stamp. And I thought, this is what I pulled out. I thought instead of black, I would use Blueprint Sketch because I think that that will pop really nicely on top. So I'm going to do this. Between you and Tim, I've learned so much to do so many things with my backgrounds. I love it. Really, you know, I learn from Tim every single time I watch. And even though our styles are very different, I always say you never can go wrong with the education and the learning you get from that guy. He is amazing and he supports every single product that he comes out with tons of education, right? You know, I am a huge Tim Holtz fan and his amazing creative team. Absolutely amazing, right? But thank you for that, Nancy. I will never feel bad when somebody puts my name in the same sentence with Tim Holtz, man. That is like awesome sauce. So I have two. Well, I pulled one. This is a script stamp that I carried on vickybooten.com and I will restock it. It is a Hero Arts one. And then I have this one, which you guys all love as well, that I'm going to start stocking as well. This is, I think, what you're looking for, right, Nicole? So I'm going to get it. So it's more of like text, like a book. And then this is like a script. So I think, what do you think? Whoever says the first one is what I'll use. I love Mario. Mario's awesome. And then, right there, I do you want me to use prize ribbon instead? Totally will. I'm going to do that, Kari, because it'll be fun to use the new color. So yes, I will be definitely restocking these. And this one I just got in as well. And I'm going to use it tonight because I think that's fun. Okay, what was the first one? So Kari said script first, friends. I said whatever I saw posted first. And in my comments is script and then typed and then book and then script. So it is like a equal. And there's more script than type. So I'll just go with that. Where do I get those stamps? I'm going to be posting them on vickybooten.com. I can also link them as well with my share sale links after tonight. I'll tell you exactly what the names are. So if you don't want to wait to get them from my site, you don't have to. I will post where you can find them with the name. Okay. I don't have the packages right now, but I will post that, Debbie, and somebody else asked as well. I'll post it after. You got that one? The script from my store? Yes, I'm going to order both of them in. So I'm going to stock all of the things that I feel like I'm getting up to get the ink. So I'm talking to you, but I have to do two things at once. And sometimes that makes my head hurt. Prize ribbon. Look at, good choice. We'll use that. So you see, this is a little bit brighter. And this is a little bit neutral. So if you want to see this in action, let's use that tonight. That's a fun choice. I love it. So I just thought of something. Are you ready? To make everybody happy, I'm going to use both stamps. And we are going to, I'm going to stamp one down the center and then the other one off the sides. So I think I'm going to stamp the script down the center. And then I'll put a space and stamp the text, the book paper on the sides. And then everybody will be happy. So I'm totally going to do that. I'm just going to find something I can mask it with. So this will work. I need 2 masks. Well, actually I don't because I'm going to put pattern paper on the bottom. But maybe I will. We'll decide. Like I'm going to mask off the bottom and I will mask off the sides if I need it. I don't know if I need it or not, but I do have for my gel plate class lots of scrap paper laying around, so it will work. Here we go. Okay, yay. Hopefully this will make everybody happy, right? Did you get a nap today? You're on fire. Crazy 2 fonts. Do you want funny? So Devin had to register for class today, and that was a little bit stressful because there was literally no direction or instruction. We just had to freaking figure it out. And I got up at 6:20, and then I went and laid on my bed and totally passed out. Are you ready? Until 12 o'clock today. Until 12 o'clock. And I would not have been awake at 12 if they hadn't walked into the bedroom. I think it hit me. I have been going to bed at the one day at 5:30. Isn't that crazy? 3:30. And it takes a long time when you're an old lady to catch up from that. Devin got her driving test booked in December. Talk about crazy with that too. December. That's when you can get a driver's test in our area, in December. So that stressed her out. She just kept it because everybody was telling her, just keep it, because you actually can't get driving tests. Like, everything is booked. So she just decided to stick with that December date. So I'm going to mask that area like that. Okay. And then I don't think I have to mask on the sides. I'm just going to ink it up and stamp, and it does not have to be perfect. I will stand to do it though, because I want to make sure that it's straight. Clearly you needed oh my goodness. I would have maybe still been sleeping. But then guess what wouldn't have happened if I was still sleeping? I went to Zara to shop with Devin, and I ended up, you don't even want to know. But I need to do a haul, because if you guys are looking for fun and funky clothes, and the one talent that I have is I can shop, man, like nobody's business. So I feel like I need to start doing hauls of like clothes that will fit ladies that have a little bit of extra junk in the trunk, that like bright colors and fun, right? So question from Katie. Question from Lorraine. I lost it. Let me go up and look. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you, Lorraine. Question. Have you seen Tim Holtz Halloween release? I'd love to see how you would use them. Which part? Because didn't he only do Sizzix or Ranger so far? Tim usually sends me samples. So is it the mica sprays? Is that what you are interested in? Because I only caught a little bit of it, but I definitely will put it out there, because I actually would love to do a Halloween project. So I might say to Tim, hey, Tim, can I have some of your new Halloween collection? And I'm going to make a mini album out of it, because I think that was fun. Yes, I went to Mapleview. It was good. So I am going to I'm going to use prize ribbon and blueprint sketch. So prize ribbon I'm going to do on the script. So my thought is, I think a really fun, simple background to make this pop is going to be fun. So I'm just going for it. I want to go to Anthropologie. I order online and have it shipped to my US address, Patty. I buy a lot of Anthro, Bowden, J. Crew. What else? The Loft. Yes, I am very good at the shopping. And I got 4 new pairs of earrings in. And then I'm not going to lie, I ordered, I don't know, about 20 pairs of earrings on Shein. I have to share my earring collection with you guys. So I am going to stamp. You could stamp from the top and fill in down, or you could stamp. I'm going to start from the top. Okay. So I'm eyeballing. I don't care if it's exactly centered, but I think that looks pretty good and fairly straight. And I'm wishing or hoping for the best that I didn't move it as I put it down on the plate or on the page. But I will show you that fun things can happen as we go. So that is the prize ribbon. Very fun. Oops, I just need to ink up the top to fill in that spot and try to do my best to line it up again. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to help for any boo-boos. We're going to soften this look. Sorry if my head's in the shot. I have to get in here to line it up. There we go. I love Anthro. I don't love the prices, but oh, look, but it's okay. I moved it. but you're going to see in a minute, it's going to make a difference. Yes, Patty, I shared a picture. I got cassette tape earrings. And only if you're old like me will you know what those are. If there's any young'uns out here, I'm sure nobody has cassette tapes. But I did. I bought cassette tape earrings. The Loft is your favorite? Yeah, I love it. The Sizzix releases are tomorrow. I cannot wait. I will be there. Bugging Tim because he loves it. No, but I do get on there and I like to comment like crazy. And I like to say, I love this, Tim. Because I think it's really important to show love to everybody who spends the time and creates all of that stuff that either inspires us to shop, inspires us to make, right? I think that it's super important to definitely leave your comments and let them know that you think they're doing a great job. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I like it. Now, like I tell you, it's kind of hard because when you aren't putting this on a stamping block, it's very easy to move the stamp. So just have to be careful. But I'm going to show you. Oh, did I ink the wrong side? No, it's upside down. I am going to then go in and do something a little funky. I like it. See? Tighter, smaller print, larger print. I love it. So this is with the blueprint sketch, and I'm going to ink up the other side of the stamp now. Hi, Dawn. How are you? I love my friend Dawn. I'm going to go visit her in Florida one day with, oops, bail money. I always say, I think if I hang out with Dawn, we need bail money because I think we could get up to no good. Speaking of shopping and inspiration, I just got my bill from the gel plate class enabling today. Your hubby was not impressed. Yes, I share lots of things that I think are worth adding to your collection, right? I love it, Nat. Oops, I put it on the wrong side. I will never apologize for that. I think it's always fun to add to your creative toolbox. Hello from Australia. Hello, my friend. Okay, let's put this one down. Oops, I just moved it. Totally moved that one, but it's all good. Okay. So now you see, I'll set this stuff aside and I'll dry it later. So I use Blueprint Sketch and Prize Ribbon and regular distress. And now I think that that adds some fun interest to the back, but it's a little too toned down for me. So what I'm going to do, because the magic with distress is it's water reactive, is I'm just going to make it look like we had some water damage and get some of that to bleed. We had, ooh, look at, there's a lot of water damage there. Got to call the plumber. Okay. So why I love my distress sprayer is I can just slowly depress and I can get the water droplets out. And I think that that is magical. Because back in the day with Mr. Holtz, we used to flick. Used to put water on and flick it. And now I have the ability to control my water damage. So let's break that up in the middle. So you see the difference with these two colors. The Prize Ribbon is a really true blue, or pardon me, yeah, Prize Ribbon, a true blue. The Blueprint Sketch definitely has kind of a purple hue to it. Water damage, it is, right? Check the plumbing. Yes, that's Prize Ribbon in the center. And look at, I would have thought when I went in with Blueprint Sketch that it would look a lot like that. So you see, we should never question the master when you're like, really? A new blue? Yes, Tim knew what he was talking about, right? So now I don't want to rub that around. I want to blot it off so that it breaks up and it's not, I can work in those areas that maybe I move my stamp around. Well, now nobody will ever know because we tricked the eye with some water droplets. And we could also go in, which I think I will now because I like this, but now I want to re-add some of that color. So let's get a little sheet of plastic. Actually, look it, so I don't have to go on a big search. I have my stamp block here. So I'm going to go in actually with just prize ribbon. I'm only going to add prize ribbon back in with water. And I'm going to drip it now on my background. Because now I'm creating some interest by taking the pigment away and then adding some pigment. So let's do one more, but I love it. See, look at it. It looks like an old book, right? That has seen better days. Very fun. And this is this is mixed media, really. We're mixing the media and doing some technique, but it doesn't mean that it has to be super elaborate to have maximum impact. But know when to stop, and I need to stop. You might be having fun, Vicky, but back away from the water droplets. Okay. So I'm going to let that sit there for a minute because if I lift the color up too soon, what will happen is no pigment will be left. I actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to let this sit and just marinate for a second and start. I'm going to do the same background on my card base. So let's make a card base. We're going to do this exact same technique on our card base. So if you're watching tonight and you're like, this is fun, but I don't really do scrapbooking, I'm more of a card maker. Well, I will take the same technique and we will do it for a card. Okay, so I have to very gently open this or lift this so I don't disturb my paint drops. Just a second. And my room is all a disaster. So now Vicky is in a situation where do you put this where you don't make a mess? That's the question. Because my room, I've just been throwing everything on the floor lately. Anybody with me? Have you just been throwing your your stuff? I almost said the other word. Your stuff on the floor? I've totally been putting the stuff on the floor. Yay! So let's make our card base. So I think I have a sheet of cardstock over here. That what size do you want this card to be? A2 size, 5x7. Do we have any preferences? Let's pull our stuff back. I'm not going to use foundations for a card base because we're just going to cover most of it. So I just have some cardstock. I have stuff all over my room. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy times, right? Every time you go off screen, I worry about, no, I cleaned all that up, Patty. You'd be very proud of me. I put my sewing machine away. I put my die cutting. All of that went away last night. It's just, there's little, what do you call them? What are those called that are buried under the ground? I just forgot what the name is. Slimline. What size is a slimline card? Because we could totally do a slimline, but tell me what the finished size of a slimline is. Because I see it, but I've never made a landmines. It's a minefield. There are little piles of projects all over my floor. So there are totally landmines, creative landmines. That's what I'm going to call it, because it sounds better than crap on my floor. Right? There's landmines all over. So help me. What is the size of a slimline? Because I like that idea. I think it would work tonight, but I don't know what the size of a slimline card is. And I know I have some crafters out there that are card makers. So someone help me. What size is a slimline card? What did somebody just posted and I lost it? Just a sec. 3 by 7, 3.5 by 8.5. So I have this sheet of paper. So I should I fold it in half and then cut it down to the size? I can't get into slimline. Why is that, Brianna? Because you are a big card maker, right? And tonight it could work because I have all these flowers and what I was planning. So see, I did a quick sketch is that I want that with the flowers. So it totally could work, right? So I don't, 3.5 by 8.5. Let's just go with that, I guess, right? So that would mean it needs, this totally could work, right? This is 8.5 by 11. So the height is already 8.5. So I would need to do 7 inches and fold it in half. Craft minds. I love it. Yeah, it is. It's a freaking hot mess, but let's do it because I've never done one before. So maybe this will make Brianne get into slimlines with me. So 7 by 8.5 and fold it in half, right? So, hey, do they? Baby, I got the money. Don't you worry. I say, hey, 3.5, we said. Every time I say, hey, that song comes in my head, just so you know. Some ODB. So, yeah, I'm just going to put that out there. I can't help it. I have nothing. I have nothing to use as a, oh, maybe my palette knife will work. Yeah, drink Kari. Hey, today, baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. I say, hey, baby, I got your money. So I didn't do the best job folding or scoring that, but we're just going to pretend I did. You can't see the backside, right? So yay. Look at, that's fun. So who started this whole slimline craze? Where did it come from, card makers? I'm very curious to know. So I'm going to put a strip of pattern paper down the side and we're going to stamp, but I think I'm only going to use one of the stamps, right? But I'm still going to do the water droplets and then we'll take this, set it aside to dry, and we'll come back to the layout. It fits a letter size envelope. I love it, but it is like it turned into a craze, right? You're blaming Lawn Fawn? Well, there's slimline dies everywhere, like, right? It is a huge thing, but I find, like, I've been around the crafting world for a long time, and I find in the last year, like, slimlines have just blown up. Like, there's dies, there's stencils, there's a whole bunch of stuff for slimline. So I'm just curious, like, they've probably been around for a long time, but which card making queen or king brought them, like, into, you know, back on the scene? I'm curious because I'm sure it was one of the ones that posts lots of videos, right, that started doing it and it just kind of blew up. I have no idea who started, but don't you agree? Like, I didn't see, like, it wasn't a big thing, and now, like, every company has dies, every company has stencils, like things that are all, but I'm curious if it's somebody out there. You have to unpack. Yes, you're back from holidays. I love it. So I'm going to stamp on this side and then my paper, and then look at my flowers. It's going to be very fun. So I think prize ribbon. Do you agree? I think I'm going to put prize ribbon on this one. And I think it's going to be this stamp. I'm going to use this one, but I want to do something fun. Are you ready? So I'm going to take one of our mask pieces, which are right here, and I want to do and I'm going to mask the edge of this so my stamping is kind of not a straight edge. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So that's what I was trying to say, but not well. And then I'm going to mask that side. So let's do the things. And I'm thinking I only want to stamp part of it. Let's just see what happens here. Yes, I really am digging the prize ribbon. Mr. Holtz sent me all of the colors, which every time a new release comes out, I get some yummy mail from Ranger. And I was very excited. I was hoping, that we, all of us were out there like trying to decide what's the new color going to be. And I was like, Mr. Holtz, I would love a Barbie pink that is representative of Superstar Barbie pink, because I love her very awesome, oops, that's upside down, very awesome bright pink outfit. If you had a Superstar Barbie, I totally loved that Barbie, and I love that color pink. And I know my friend Shamel wanted a peach. She is like, Mr. Holtz, we need a peach. And then it was blue, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then Tim started playing with it, and I'm like, I should never question the master, because he knows exactly what he's doing, and it is awesome. So see how fun it's going to be? So it looks like a torn page out of the book. And now I move my mask. I got to put that back there. And that looks pretty good. And I just want it to finish on the bottom the same way. So I'm going to lay this to create my top mask. And then I'm going to ink up my stamp, line it up, and do that the best I can anyway. Because if I was using my Misty, I could line this and do all of the things up, right? I should ship Tim a Barbie. Yes, I'm sure he would love that. So I am planning a trip with my daughter. Sorry, head's coming in here because I have to line it up. To Montreal. And someone told me there's a Barbie museum in Montreal. So now I have to do a little research, because I told her today, I said, we're going to the Barbie museum. She goes, that's not the museum I want to go to. And I said, I don't care. I do. And we're going to see the Barbie museum if it actually does exist in Montreal, because holy crap, that will be the best day of my life. So let's still do the watermarking, because I did jiggity jag the stamp. You can see it there, but look at fun already, right? But look at, I jiggity jagged the stamp. So let's trick it. And again, we have a little water damage on here. Yeah, look at, hey, say, hey, Vicky, I got your Barbie. I love it. Oh, I love her so much. I was so happy when Forever 21 in the winter came out with a whole Barbie clothing line. And I ordered, well, Greta, if she's still here, which she probably isn't because she's hanging out with her family, ordered me all of it, everything that came out. So I can't wait to wear it. You have holiday Barbies for the first 10 years or so. I have every Barbie tree ornament, every holiday Barbie tree, every Barbie ornament that will go on a tree. I have them because I love it. So how you doing, Simone? How you feeling? How's the baby? See, the torn edge is fun, right? Now, of course, this is not foundations paper. So here is a little lesson. The watermarking, not as pretty as on the foundations. And look at my buckling. So I am going to have to flatten it, but that's a good lesson. Do you see? It does not react the same way. And I'm going to tell you why. So here's a little golden nugget. Foundations paper has a sizing or coating on top. So when you put your ink on top of it, it actually sits on top and doesn't soak into the paper right away. This is just plain old cardstock. So the ink soaked right in, you can see, right into the paper, very fibrous, no coating. So you are not going to get the wicking that you would on other papers, right? You will not get the same wicking. So I am going to have to dry this and flatten it out, but we will still make that card. But that is a great little lesson that just happened right in front of everybody, right? is that it doesn't do the same thing. So if you've been at home playing with the papers that you have, and you're like, why when she put that water on, did it like eat away at all the ink? And it's not happening here. That is a lot of times the substrate or background product that you're using can really affect the results that you're getting. Okay. Isn't Kitsch Flamingo a Barbie kind of pink? A little bit, but I feel in all art that there's not enough shades of pink. There's got to be a reason for it, but a lot of the pinks are more on the purple side, and I am hankering for a really vibrant, hot pink. Hot pink that doesn't pull purple. You know what I mean? So I will put it out there, and I will tell Tim that I'll be his friend forever if one day he makes me a really, really hot pink. But it might be that it's a super hard color to make, right? Proper paper makes a difference. And it doesn't mean this is the wrong paper. It just means it's different. You're going to get a different result on a paper that is more porous, right? So what are you saying about Devin will never, ever get her out of there? No, there'll have to be a time limit, and just be prepared for 10 million photos of, like, I hope there's interactive stuff so I can pretend I'm Barbie through the whole museum. Like, I hope there's different Barbie boxes so I can stand in and pretend I'm a Barbie. I can't help it. I love her. She brought me unlimited amount of joy as a child. Oh, do you want me to put some dots on it? What do you guys think? I'm nervous because I don't like how it's reacting with the water. So I think I have to dry it first. So I might be pulling out the good old mink to flatten this one out. Okay. You will be his friend forever, no matter what. I'm sure he thinks I'm a crazy dingbat. I really believe Tim does. And I probably wouldn't argue that. I am a little bit of a crazy dingbat, right? But I do. Barbie, I don't know anybody out there who was like a huge Barbie fan. Like, I mean, every Saturday when I watch the Smurfs, or, you know what I mean, watch my cartoons, I 100% had my Barbies all set up, and I played with them for hours. Like, kids don't anymore. You know what I mean? I loved her. I had a Barbie lunch pail. I carried a Barbie pencil case in high school, and there was no shame. I totally would rock it. I had pink running shoes that I wore to gym class. Loved her. Still do. So, you know, and I would have been okay if they left her with her boobs too big that she'd fall over because you couldn't humanly. Didn't make me feel any less. You know what I mean? I totally loved her. Loved dressing her, loved playing with her. Best thing ever. So a great memory for my childhood. Look how pretty that is. I love that. You would do this for a card on a panel of foundations paper and then adhere it. 100%. Yes. I was just trying to show that, hey, we could do this. And I love, because it was a learning opportunity, right? That if people are looking at this going, so why do I need a foundations paper? This totally shows you the difference. And even though tons of water went on here, the buckling is minimal. So I love that. Great opportunity to show you. You love the Smurfs too. Oh, I love the Smurfs and Gargamel and Esmeralda. I laugh. My friend Patty and I will talk, and we reference things from our youth all the time. And it's very funny that she'll make a comment and a lot of people wouldn't pick up on it. And I totally 100% will pick it up. I played it, Barbie dolls, hula hoops, and jacks. Yes. Did you ever put an Indian rubber ball, those red rubber balls, in a stocking and then lean against your house and play that game where my mother told me whatever, and you like swung the ball? Well, our house was the stucco that had the little rocks in it. My mother would come home from work and I would have stood on the side of the house with that ball, and all the rocks would be on the walkway because I would have done that against the wall. So yes, that's the crazy lady that I was, right? I loved doing that. right? We had the best. I think growing up in the 70s was seriously the best. We had a lot of fun. So let's see. Are you ready? Don't you love it? Like, look at, we went from white cardstock. It's very pretty, but just adding this little bit, right? Totally did that, right? You're watching from the Bahamas. Rub that in, Patty. Do you have a nice, cool drink with an umbrella or in a pineapple? I hope so. Yeah, I could cut it out and add another card base, but I am not a quitter, right? I'm going to try to flatten it out and just use it, right? Just use it. So she's on vacation. I love it. Enjoy every single minute of it. Now, for me, I know I'm going to want to pop this up. I think that this popped up on the background with foam dots will be amazeballs. So I'm going to go for it, right? At least the top of them. Did I show your comment? I'm just trying to, the comments are going fast and furious. So I am going to adhere the bottom, so I don't have to worry about where my other piece goes, but I will pop up the top of these. So it goes from adhered to raised. Totally digging it. I love this already. I don't care if I do anything else on this page. I'm happy. We can be done for the night, right? Yes, and redecorating their house, 100%. And what are you saying with it? Barbie had a water bed that I made from a shoebox and Ziploc bag. Freaking Denise, we could have been the best of friends. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Denise is my favorite tonight. She gets to wear the Vicky's favorite. That is the best thing. Denise, was it hard to find sheets? Patty, just cut it right out of the middle of your mother's bed sheet and just make her a bed. Your mom, we would have loved that. I did that kind of stuff all the time. I'm sure Sheila's out here tonight. She knows I loved my freaking Barbies. I love them. So this part, we're going to glue flat. And then, oh, I had another idea. Let's see. So maybe do I glue it all flat? Let's decide. So we can tack this part down and then we'll decide. I'll show you what my idea was. Got to put it low enough because I don't want that off the page. I just kind of want it at the top of the page. And then make sure it's straight-ish. So I have these that I love, that I just got. And I thought maybe, what if so here's my idea. Some are going to be flat with a stamp and some are going to be popped up. So every other is going to be popped up. And then I'm going to put a stitch down here in black. Because I wanted to show you guys that even if you don't have a sewing machine, there's lots of great options for stamps. So I love, this is a Tim Holtz one that I had up on my website that I'm going to add more of because it's sold right out. I actually almost didn't have one for myself, believe it or not. But look at, I think that will be fun, don't you? And then look, Tim's coming to the party everywhere. He's a master of ceremonies tonight. I love it. So we're going to do that. I love it, right? So if I do like on, so let's plan it out. So it would be on these and on these. I'm only going to do it on those ones. So let's hope for the best. Let's wish me luck. Can I fit it if I do it sideways? I can. Okay. So I'm going to glue that down and I'm going to stamp on it and hope I don't wreck the whole thing because it could happen, but I am willing to take the chance. Or should I do the center? Ooh, maybe. No, the center has to be popped up. These can go flat. That won't work. No bueno. So I am going to, I do everything backwards, right? Because I probably should have put the tape on them before I taped it down, but whatever. Flat, flat, popped, popped. I love it. I love it. So I love this where I am a huge fan of Ranger products and Tim Holtz products. And I love that Tim and I are friends, but our styles are completely different. But I love, like, I used to have people were like, oh, I'm not a fan because I don't like brown and black and grunge. And I'm like, dude, have you not looked at his color palette? Like, Tim will teach you all the amazing techniques and how to use the product. And he has a really creative, awesome design team. And then you make it yours. Like, there's no limitation. And that doesn't mean just with Tim products. It means with any artist that you see out there that is teaching you technique. You learn the technique and then you put it in your color palette, because my color palette is probably not for everybody. I like bright and vibrant, but I will go with earthy tones as well. When my next collection comes out, the one that's coming out in, we'll be introducing it in Pop Flat. We will be introducing it in at the end of August, and it'll be shipping in September. It is way earthier. There's still color in it because I couldn't not, but I mean, it is not like Color Study color. It's way earthier. So I love it. I just say, take it all in. Never put limitations on your creativity. Never put limitations on going, well, I don't really watch what that person's doing because it's not my style. Because I would be right beside you going, dude, take in the information and apply it to your style. Dude, right? Are the refills for the tape gun reasonably priced for this? I think it's worth every single penny. So I ordered these to put in my store, and they sent me all the refills, and the guns were all out of stock. So when my order comes next Thursday, if you're ordering anything else, I will be putting, I don't order a ton of them, but if you're ordering like, I still have Warm Wishes kits. If you want to be part of the Lollapalooza weekend, it's going to be freaking awesome. And I'm trying to put things in that you might need to refill. So like I said, I will never have a full-on store. There are tons of amazing scrapbook stores out there that I would love for you to shop from. But I will put basics in there that are great for when you are purchasing kits. I love it. Fun, right? It didn't stamp totally on the other side, but I'd just go with it. It's fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. If I had a little bit of a sponge underneath, it would have stamped better. Like if I was stamping on like some kind of foam thing on the back. Can I ask you guys a question? Like, I know they put this on here and you put it back, but anybody else like think that that is a hazard, that you're going to drop your ink? I don't know if I'm a huge fan with it attached, because look at, I put my hand right in it. Like, I find it's harder. I love the ink, the VersaFine. I'm not a fan of that lid not coming right off. Hi, Judy. How are you? Did you order the stamp set? For some reason, I think you might have, Judy. So I'm going to try to get it to work on this one a little bit. I'm going to rock it a little bit without moving it and hope for the best. So a little bit, but look, I'll fill it in with some pen. But I do like it. But at least I tested it. If this is not your cup of tea, don't do it. But the foundations paper is very thick, right, friends? So it's kind of hard. What I should have done in hindsight is I should have stamped it twice. Stamped it on the background and then stamped it on here and lined it up. That would have been a good plan, but I did not do those things. So we're just going with it. Just going with it. And I know it's not going to stamp perfectly, but we'll just make it work. Oh, I didn't glue this one down yet. And look what I just did. Did you see what just happened? Vicky stamped the wrong one. So we just go with it. It should have been that one. Did you see what just happened? But it's okay. It does not have to be even. Sometimes you just realize that you are a doorknob that does wrong things and you just kind of go with it. So I will pop this one up and I'll put it on here. So it's okay. It is not even imbalanced. It's kind of wacko crazy, just like me. But now let's take a black pen and pretend that that worked the way it was supposed to. Let's find one. because I'm a ding dong. Can't believe I did that. Well, I can. I just had it. Where did you put it, Vicki? Because I was fixing a stamp the other day that I did not stamp perfectly. And I like to use my Micron black markers. Pens are perfect. They match the ink perfectly. So now I just have to figure out where I put it. And it might not be easy because I've been working nonstop. So what ends up happening, let's test this one. Do you like that? That I totally mucked it up? Ding dong. Right? But we just go with it. I just want to pop this one up. I have it glued down. We'll pop it up at the top and pretend we meant to do that. And then this one gets popped up and that one has to get glued down. Yes, I love this scrapbook adhesives. Easy Runner Grand. It is worth every single penny. I find it goes longer, like it lasts really well, and it's good adhesive. But I have been a lover of scrapbook adhesives for years and years and years. I actually was on their design team 100 million years ago when I was doing that kind of thing. And they were a really awesome company. So I'm sure they still are. So the adhesive is stuck to my finger. So that one lined up actually really well. That one worked. Okay, now I just grab what pen I could find. I'm going to just quickly add a few of these in here. Maybe, if this pen works. But I can come back and do this later. But that's what I do if my stamp, and because these are, I need glasses, man. Anybody else that happened to? Pretty much when I hit 50, my eyesight went to pot for anything close up and detailed. So I don't think I'm even going to do the, what do you call, cheaters route. I'm just going to go visit the eye doctor and get myself some glasses. Look, it could be a funky, fun thing because it will be like a new accessory, right? Which glasses is Vicki going to have on tonight? But how is that going to work? Because I can see okay far away. It's just close up, right? I can't see close up the detail. And I wonder if it'll be like, I felt so bad with, I think it was Riley and both my kids. We just never, Rich and I never really needed glasses, and they never complained that they couldn't see the board or anything at school. And it turned out that both of them needed glasses. And I remember when one of them put the glasses on and they went, oh my goodness, look at the trees. Is that what the trees look like? And Rich and I were like, oh my, I guess they've needed glasses for a while. And we didn't realize because they never had said, I can't see. And then she's like, oh my goodness, is that what the trees look like? And I was like, ooh, I guess we are terrible parents who did not know that our kids couldn't see anything. So maybe that will be what will happen when I get my glasses. I will be like, oh, look, I can see. Or I have like a big hair grown off the end of my nose because I couldn't see it for the longest time. So if you see me out there and I have a big hair growing on my face that I didn't see, make sure you tell me. Because I just told you it's because my eyesight is not what it used to be. I'm just going to do a couple more, but see, that fixed it. So I'm not the only one, right? Get a white light plate to put under you. I have one that Cricket sent me that I'm going to be sharing and using for when I'm weeding my vinyl and stuff. I'm very excited about it, right? Same thing happened to me with my daughter. I felt terrible, right? She was like, oh, is that what the trees look like? And Rich and I looked at each other and went, ooh, I guess she's needed glasses for a while. And we were not aware. I didn't know. There we go. So that would be the lesson that I learned, is make sure you get your kids' eyes checked, even if you did not need glasses. Times have changed now with, I think, all their screens, that I think our kids can't see anything because they're watching it in their rooms with the lights off. They have it right up to their face all the time. So you want to make sure that your kids can see. And maybe they always sit at the front of the room when they actually can go to class in person. My husband would always tell me right before meeting other people that you had, like, oh, look at, did he tell you when you were at home and could do something about it? Or did he tell you when you were going to meet the people and you can't have a tweezer or anything to fix it? Because that is not fun, where you're like, and now I'm aware of it, and I'm going to think everybody's looking at the hair on my nose. Not that I have hairs growing out of my nose, but could out of my chinny chin. Very funny. How we doing out there? Of course not. But he has learned. Yes. Get the kids' eyes tested when they start school. 100%. You use the 15-time magnifier mirror and my flashlight on my phone to pluck your stray hairs. Yeah. Is the joys as women, right? That you had no clue. The one thing I will tell all of you out there is moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. And I say this all the time. And moisturize your face, moisturize your neck, moisturize your hands and your feet, because they will show age. And it is just a good beauty tip, is get a good moisturizer, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy or as expensive. And moisturize your face, because you will thank me later in life, because you will start finding that, right? That moisturize your neck and your décolletage, your chest, your neck, your hands, because I think my hands look like they belong on a 90-year-old woman, because I never moisturize my hands or my feet. Well, I do, but not as much as my face all the time. I love this, friends. What do you think? And you might not like the black. You don't have to add it, because you might have liked it, the softer finish. Then don't add the black. I will tie this in, because I won't lie. Tell you guys the truth all the time. I don't know if I love the black, but I will make sure that I add black in. That will tie that in, and I'll like it again. But I love this already, just that background. So how's my card doing? It's pretty wet. But let's put it under something heavy while we're working and see if we can't flatten that sucker out a little bit. And let's finish this. So now I'm going to grab my color study papers, and let's find one to go on the background. In a perfect world, it will be dark blue, and then I will build off of that. So I have this stack, which is just leftover paper from my from the kits, when I sold the kits. Oh, this could be fun too. Look at that. Ooh, I kind of love it, although it's words and words, but we'll see. I like the black. I wouldn't say no to that. Oh, but look at this. Look at that. What do you think? I am really digging it. And I'll do something to break it up right here. But I like this. So this might be the winner. And then I'll go, but I'm totally loving that. Right there, right there. And then I can add some fun things in with it. So what other color is predominantly on here? Oh, look at winner. So I'm going to start with this because I'm liking it. And then I'll go from there. But Natalie will love it because I put black on here, and Natalie always loves that. She uses it a lot in her layouts. Do I have a ruler handy? I do. So I need a piece that is 4.5 inches. So I'll cut that. I will cut it. Yes, the turquoise I think will be fun. So I am going to I have border punches here. So I am going to punch a border, but I'm still going to layer some other strips on here. But I really like that. See? And I'm still going to add to this, but for my base piece, totally digging that. And then what borders do I have? I have a scallop one. Let's just go for it. Ooh, look it. I pulled 2 scallop borders. I did have one that looked like something else, but I don't know where it is. So I'll just go with the scallop. So if you are not familiar, if you haven't taken one of my classes, if I want a full scallop piece that ends the same on both ends, I line my ruler up and I find the center of the paper, and that's where my first punch is on the 6-inch, and then I scallop from right now. I think Natalie left us. She must be working on something else. She hangs out with us, but she does have a life outside of here, or she is in the bottle of Pinot. Isn't that what she said? Pinot? She had a bottle of Pinot. The Reading Rainbow. I love it. What was that guy's? Lamar something? Who was the guy on the Reading Rainbow? You're here. Hi, Nat. What are you working on, Natalie? Are you editing? Are you creating? What magic is happening in the D'Souza house tonight? So see, scallop border, ends the same on each end. That is my little trickster. LeVar Burton, right? Yes. We had some good shows. And I also liked him on Star Trek. Geordi, right? Hermosa. Okay. Gracias. Gracias. Hermosa. I love it. Yeah, Geordi, I think it was. Like, look at, and because you will notice that my pattern paper, what's funny is we created this background. This pattern paper, I am always very deliberate with making sure the background isn't one solid color. Look at that little bit of green in there. I absolutely love it. We just got our power back. Construction is happening, so we had no power the whole day. Oh my goodness, friend. How hot is it in your house? Because that's where I'd be like, no bueno, with the air conditioning not working. Oh, I don't even know how you hung out in there. I would have been done. Because now I feel like we live in a world of air conditioning that it's very hard to not have it. Hi, Susanna. How are you? Put the scallop on top. I'm going to put another piece here, right? So I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to put another strip across. So I want that straight edge, and then I can peek some stuff out of there. So I'm going to commit. Oh, look at that side, friends. You also have that option. If you don't like the black, maybe I'm going to make a mat out of that side. See what we have left, because I really am loving it. I love color study. I'm going to use it as much as I can before we start working on the new release that I have to be careful I don't say the name of. Some of you have probably seen it, but it cannot be publicly shared until the end of August. But you might have got a peeker of it somewhere. And I think that you will love it. And we'll start on that one. And then with Warm Wishes, which I'm already seeing it show up in shops all over the place. My next order, I know that the ephemera was just shipped today or yesterday. So it's coming in here. You don't have air conditioning. I can't do it anymore, right? I just can't. He was just a guest host on Jeopardy. I think he would be great. Are they trying to figure out who will replace Alex Trebek? Are they doing that like they do on other shows where they have different people come in before they pick who the new host will be. Because that is sad, right? With Alex. I love this so far. What do you think? Totally loving it. How it's coming together. And I think that could make an awesome mat. Like we can decide how, but I'm going to keep that because maybe it'll be small photos on here. I don't know. So let's now look at things we could embellish this layout with. So let me grab my little unicorn bowl and my little yellow bowl. One has the tags and journaling bits, and the other one has, could totally do that if I want to, maybe, I don't know. I also could put washi tape down on here. Let's see which one. Ooh, I like that. That could be very fun. The pencils. Let's take a look. What do we think? Who did they choose? Did you say who they chose already? I haven't watched Jeopardy in years. I used to love, love, love that show. They picked the producer as the permanent host. I'll have to watch. Let's see. Do we like the black? I like it, but I think it's too much. I need color. So, sorry, pencils. Today is not your day to shine. They have to go away. So some of you, when you're watching, friends, you will realize you're not watching live. You're on a delay. So you might respond or ask questions or say something, and I don't reply right away, is because you are not actually watching the live feed. You might be like 30 minutes behind. So sometimes that'll happen. Don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just that your comments don't match up with the timeline. Color Study is your favorite collection of the year. Thank you, Kelly. I do love it. And one of my friends that watches out here told me that she doesn't think I can ever top it. So I am hoping, and I'm not making fun of you, I'm hoping that you will still like the new ones. But it has to switch up. You know, there's always, like I told you, so just to give you an idea on our timeline, is I just am finishing the collection that will come out next year. We're just completing that collection right now. My designer is on vacation, and when she comes back, we've just have to finish the papers. Everything else is done. The papers and one other thing I can't say. But I love it. Look at, I love that one, right? That looks pretty. And then that totally ties the blue in and all the color. Very fun. Now let's see. Because sometimes this is hard, right? To decide. Oh, I like that maybe. Love, love, love this life. Maybe I kind of dig in that and I just grabbed it and it worked. And sometimes you don't fight it, just go with it. I don't want to cover all our pretty up, right? So I think something like that is subtle. It will work. Like there's lots of different things. Like look at that we could do, right? But I'm doing that. I don't want to cover much up. But there's lots of things you could do. You could pop that up in the middle if you wanted to. But I'm digging this so far. Let's pop it up and decide what we're going to add under it. Because I don't think you need much. And that's the magic with mixed media. You don't need much. Because why would you want to cover all of the pretty stuff that you've done? So look at, a lot of work will go into my designs, into the mixed media portion of it. But when it comes to actually using your embellishments and everything, you don't need much. Are you still out there, Nicole, or have you gone to nighty nights? Because I know Nicole, who is my friend and on the design team, will start out with us a lot of times, but she likes to go to bed early. So I'm not sure if she's still here or if she called it quits. But this definitely have to be popped up. And I kind of am digging that and then just decide. I kind of like that. Lining the middle love up on there. But it's a lot of color going on, right? So I don't want to do that. I don't want rainbow everywhere. So I feel now that I need to tie some very simple things in. I think she said she was going for ice cream. That's very nice. I'm jealous. I want to go for ice cream. Too much. So, you know, there's no plans when I start this. Now we just got to work our way through it and decide what we're going to do. Oh, look at that's fun. Something about the Sunshine Company, maybe. We'll just kind of let that sit here and decide if we want to use it. I love it. I think it ties the colors in prettily. Prettily. Do you like that word? That isn't a word. I just made that up. But there's so many things you could use in this collection to go with this page. But I'm liking that pulls the color down into the bottom of the page. And now we just have to decide what our photo arrangement's going to be. And I still want to put a little business coming off here. So let's grab some more embellishments. Maple wall. Yes, everybody tell me right now, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I think that is a fun thing that you can interact with me tonight. I would like to know, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I would like to know what your favorite flavor of ice cream is. So I need more black. Like, I really feel like I need to figure out. Let's see. Ooh, I like it. So this little thing says, love, love, love this life. And then I'm putting any day spent with you and tying the black in. And I like it. I'm going to go with that. All my photos are going to be down here. And I feel like they're going to be smaller photos. You could put one up here. If you are okay with covering up, you totally could put one here. And then you could put some mini ones telling your story down here, whatever you want to do. Don't know if this is going to stay, but I am loving that. So love, love, love this life. Any day spent with you is my favorite day. And then I'm going to put some kind of little embellishments in there. It could be a butterfly. It could be whatever you want. A bird. Bird is the word. But it is just figuring that out. So what is everybody saying their favorite ice cream is? I want to know. Is anybody going to tell me? Pralines and cream, salted caramel. I like pralines and cream. I love, like, have you ever had from Haagen-Dazs? Buttered almond is excellent, but I am not a chocolate girl. I like fruity. I love frozen ice, like cherry Italian ice. I love from Cows. I like to go to Cows, and they have the best ice cream. If you guys have ever been to a Cows, is delicious. So we could, like, look at, ooh, I kind of like this. Do you see this business going on right here? I'm kind of digging that. My only thing is figuring out where the photos are going to go. Because if I put this in here, which could be cool because I could put journal strips, and I really could just put two little photos here, right? Like this. I could have two little photos here because sometimes I don't have a lot of story to tell. And I could put, ooh, I could do that. Look at two little ones up here and then another one down here. Let's cut that and say we're doing that because they could be like 3x4 kind of idea. Does anyone out there, okay, like what I'm going to ask you, does anybody out there like spumoni? I think that is gross ice cream. Spumoni. Vicky, why are you yelling at me, Patty? You said Vicky, and I want to know. I'm having a hard time because I don't want to cover too much of this, but I'm going to try it. You're not a chocolate girl either? I don't like chocolate ice cream. I'll eat it, but it's not what I would you're not Italian, are you? No, Vicky Smith. No. But spumoni, and I grew up, I was the only manja cake on my street. I grew up with all Italian neighbors, was the best. I was Vicky Smith with Angelina, Thomasina, Rosalina, and Anna Maria. And I say hard pass to spumoni ice cream. I typed your name wrong, so I was just correcting. I thought you were yelling at me because either I don't want spumoni or because I don't like chocolate. I thought you were concerned for me and we couldn't be friends anymore. So this piece is exactly 3 inches. I love it. So I'm going to cut some 3x4s and let's see what we could do. I'll cut 3 of them out of here. And you know, I like to use smaller photos, but you could do whatever you want on this, right? Yes, it's to me, spumoni is right up there with what's that cake at Christmas time? Fruit cake and spumoni. You can have all my fruit cake and spumoni. You just used my husband's favorite word. What, spumoni? What's your husband's favorite word, Natalie? Spumoni? I am a hard pass to the spumoni. Nope. And here's another thing. That would be spumoni. What was the other thing I said? Fruit cake and the sandwich meat with the macaroni in it. Those are things that I look at and go, that is just food I never have to eat. Now I'm going to order ice cream from Skip the Dishes. No, we can just talk about it. We don't need to eat it. Oh, and Baskin Robbins, Shelly, my favorite there is daiquiri ice. I love it. But I don't actually, we're talking about it, but I don't actually really eat ice cream. I don't really like it. Like in anything with dairy in it anymore, it just makes me sick to my stomach. You love fruit cake. Oh my goodness, you can have all my fruit cake. And you know what's funny, Patty, is I just went to the grocery store and it totally, it's called macaroni and cheese, whatever lunch meat. And I was like, hard pass. No, thank you. So what do you think, friends? Like if I did it like this, but I feel like I'm covering too much of the rainbow up. So what if we do this one like this for our photo and then do 2 of these off the bottom like that? I like that a little bit better. What do you think? And this can be kind of offset. We're covering a lot of our rainbow up, but I think I can be okay with it. And decide. Right? And this can cover a little bit of that up. And then that can come down like this. Are we okay with that? Or not put this here. See, this is where I am leaning towards. I don't think I want a photo up there. I would rather do this. And then put some more embellishment here. So I'm gonna do that because that makes me happier. Okay. So that is going to be my plan. I'm going to do like this. My photos down here. I can put some journaling and I just want the pretty up here. I don't want to cover it. There is lunch meat with macaroni in it. Look it up, right? You agree, right? I don't want to cover all that. So I'm going to just go with this. There is lunch meat that has macaroni in it. It is a thing. It is a thing. But I want to know what word I said that, do you like fruitcake too, Patty? No. I think, is there molasses in fruitcake? Because I think that's why I am a non-fruitcake lover, because I hate molasses. I don't like the flavor of it. And it just makes me think that anybody out there make fruitcake? Is there molasses in it? Am I like making that up or is that a real thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's the candied fruit that I hate, but I do not like it. What is it? The lunch meat are you talking about with the meat on it? I don't, it's called, like, when I went into the store, it was called macaroni and cheese lunch meat. No, thank you. Yay. And the one that I saw literally had like, it looked like alphabets in it. So I like this. I'm going to go with that. If you want to add more photos on, you can. But you know, with me, I love the mixed media portion of the layout. I don't want to cover all of that. So I'm okay with the story can be in 2 really awesome little photos. And then this page is more about the art. So I like this. So far, I like this. I don't know where I'm going to go with it because, to be honest with you, I like this title, but there may be some kind of matting going on, like something's going to go on behind this to make it pop on the page. Like I'm going to do something because I don't like how it gets totally lost in the background. So I'll have to figure out what that's going to be. I'm not sure yet. I love this corner rounder. Oops, when you put it in the right way. Okay. Totally digging it. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I need to put something that makes that title pop on here. So we'll decide if we like this or not. Well, that's good, Patty, because then you can have all of my Christmas cake thing. What did we call it? Is that what it's called? I just forgot what it's called. But whatever it is, you can have all of it because I will be hard passing on it. And that's what makes this world go around, right? We don't all have to like the same things. See, I just feel like it needs something behind it to make it pop on there. I don't know if that will stay because, ooh, I have an idea. Are you ready? Will it matter? I don't know, but let's see if we slide that underneath. There. And so I can still see my color. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know if that's what we're going to do, but we will try it because I still can't see all of them, but maybe. I don't hate that. Yeah, I like that, friends. Look at that. Just made, I think, the title pop a little bit more. So for right now, because I'm not going to complete all of it tonight because we're going to be here for 4 days, but you see it's already starting to come together, right? Because we still have to make our card too. And I still like that idea because I like that I'm telling a little story here, but now we need to find something that goes here, that goes with this. And I have to figure out what that's going to be. Right? Like a big butterfly right there would be awesome. And I don't think I have anything left in my, the ephemera that's here. I think I've used them because you know I love my butterflies. But let's see what's in here. I like him. And for some of you, I know it's one of your favorite pieces in this ephemera pack is the little budgie. And I don't hate that. But there's other things like, look, the camera could be really cool too. Look at. Maybe. Kind of big. So let's look at what else we have. Nicole cut these out in the layout she posted today from the specialty paper, and I loved it. Oh, I think some black words of some sort need to go on there. Maybe not those ones, but I'm digging that. And I am digging the bird, but maybe the yellow one. Oh, yes. Yes. Love this life. Any day spent with you is my favorite day. So yes, you could work, couldn't it? Oh my goodness. Look at that just come together. That just came together right there. That just made Vicky happy. Might not make you happy. Maybe you guys don't like that. Shush up, Natalie, with your hard pass on the birds. The budgie for me is, and you guys, not everybody calls it a budgie, but I love the budgie, and I'll tell you why. Because my grandma had budgies, and I adored my grandmother. Did anybody have a grandma that you absolutely adored? And she, Petey, right? If my mom's out there, Petey, and I don't know what the other one was, but I know one of her birds' names was Petey. Petey. I like that very much. Very much. That black ties the black in. We've got some awesomeness going on there. And I like it, and I'm committing. I'm just going with it because I really, really like it. And I haven't really used the bird on anything, right? Yeah, my grandma had budgies. Grandma Smith had budgies, and she was a grandma. Like, I don't ever remember her not being an older, cute, silver-haired, tiny. She was a little, tiny little grandma. Totally adored her, Grandma Smith. And she was the kind of grandma, when you went to her house, she we always have, she had the fridge that had the Lazy Susan in it. Did anybody's grandma have that? Or did any of you have it? Where you could pull out this thing and you could get to the stuff in the back of your fridge. And there was always at Grandma's house, pudding. She would make, back in the day when you have to cook the pudding. And we'd always have butterscotch pudding. If she knew you were coming to stay, because if you were sick and had to be home from school that day, we were heading to Grandma's house. That's where you'd stay because, you know, my parents had to work. So we would go to Grandma Smith's house, and she always had butterscotch pudding. We watched Lawrence Welk. We watched her stories. That's what she called them, watching her stories, which was the Guiding Light. She watched all of her stories, were on Channel 4. And she played cards. You walked to the corner store because she had to walk to get her mail. She lived in a smaller little town, and we had to walk to the post office, and then we'd get to go to the store and pick a treat. So the budgie, Petey, is on there. And now everybody will know that budgie is Petey. We're putting Petey on the page. Natalie doesn't like birds. She has a aversion to the birds. So you don't have to put Petey on your page, right? My birds are Tinkered and Sky King. I love that. Tinkered and Sky King. I love my grandparents so much. Yes. She was just a really awesome grandma. Yeah. That was my dad's mom. My mom's mom passed before I was born. So I did not have that grandma, but Grandma Smith made up for it. She was amazing. So Petey is going on my page, and Natalie is over there twitching. She doesn't like birds. But, you know, I add them because I think it's another, yes. And days of our lives. These are like the days of our lives, like sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. But we watched Guiding Light. What was the one? Bold and the Beautiful. Yes, you. I love it, but I need the exclamation mark. I cut it off on this one. So do I have one left? Yep. Yes, you. Guiding Light. Did I say that one? I forget what other ones were on that channel, but that's what we watched. Capital. We did not watch General Hospital. That was not our thing. I love this, friends. It's cute, you have to admit, right, Nat? Even though you don't like the birds. I love it. Ryan's Hope. I remember that one. You watched The Days of Our Lives with your grandma, and my kids watched it with my mom. CBS, yes. Young Guiding Light, one day at a yes, or something. I just remember Guiding Light. Yes, we watched that. But there was another one we watched. CBS is what I watched growing up with my mom. My grandma. As the world turns, that's the one, right? A picture of my grandma on this would be, oops, I didn't stick Petey down. Petey didn't get stuck down. But I'm done as much as I'm going to do on here tonight. And I'm going to make a quick card. Okay. So you guys who are just sticking around for the card aren't disappointed. Because if you're not a scrapbooker, but I love how this turned out. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? That came together, and I had no plan other than I knew I wanted kind of that sunburst at the top, but I really, really love how this came together. So I think it's fun page. And look at, we tied in last week's and today's. I love it. I'm back. What kind of ice cream did you have, Nicole? Look what I made, Nicole. I love it. And even with the bird who, our friend Natalie does not like the bird. She doesn't like the bird, but it's Petey. It's Petey, Nicole. We had to put Petey on the page. So now I'm going to whip up that quick card. I'm hoping it flattened out because I stuck it under a whole stack of paper. And I think I have an idea for the card, and I think it's going to be cute. And that striped paper is going to come in handy. So look it's not too bad. I stuck it underneath. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to put one little strip, and we're going to put the flowers on here. And then the only thing I won't have tonight, because I never am that prepared, is you love the layout. We always had parakeets growing up. Yes, Jill, I love them. We did not. I had a lovebird named Baby. We had a lovebird named Baby. It was a peach-faced lovebird. And when I went to Hawaii, the best thing ever in Hawaii is there's wild peach-faced lovebirds everywhere in Hawaii. So the amazing thing in Hawaii is when you go to bed and wake up, like there is no sound at nighttime. Like it's the quietest place I've ever been. And then what happens is in the morning, I would get up and watch. I would get up when it was dark. With the time difference, I was messed up. And the world would all come to life with the birds. It was beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful places ever. I love it. You're afraid of birds. My parents had 2 lovebirds too, did they? Nicole doesn't like birds either. Whatever. How can we even be friends, you guys? Did you ever put Baby in a corner? Yes, I think that's where his cage was, Jessica. Yes, Baby. But he did not. You couldn't put your finger near the cage because Baby would bite your finger right off. Crazy bird. My dad loved that bird. But my dad, was the one bringing all of the animals home. If my mom's out there, she'll tell you. We had cats. We had dogs. He had a pet raccoon. He had a hawk. He had like all of the things. It was crazy. Crazy dad. Okay, so where's my washi tape? I'm going to see if I need a bigger piece of this black because I would like it to come to about here. So I might have to cut into another one. What was the other side of that? Blue, right? Oh. So I don't know if I have that, but I want black stripes. I think would be fun on here. So carrying over what we just did on the other layout, I want to carry it over on this card. And I will just see if I have another piece of that paper in my stack because I feel like I need the stripes on there. I think it would look really nice, but I don't know if it's in this stack of paper, but it doesn't mean I don't have some over here. And what was the other side of that? Blue. Let's look in my stack of paper. Because when you have your mind set on something, so now I'm like, no, it has to be that paper. But it might, I could use the top part of that. Vicky, you might have your dreams dashed and have to pick a different paper because I don't think I have any of it right here at my desk, but we'll look. What is on there? That's Patty's favorite, the green stripes. Okay. I'm gonna have to find something else. My dreams are dashed, but I might want some leaves with these, and that will work. I really want that though. No, I don't have it here. So we're gonna have to find another solution because I used all of it on that layout, didn't I? Okay, let's decide what we're gonna do because I like that, but maybe I'll have to put another piece of something else there with it. What did Jessica say? That was hilarious. I missed that. What are you saying? Tell me you're going to use those. We're totally 100% putting flowers all over it. I just want a border down the side. And this is too narrow. I want this on here, but we'll put something beside it. Okay, and then I can use cut some leaves out of that. Okay, look it. I'm going to go simple, which you don't hear me say or do very often. But what if we put just a navy stripe on there? Put the black washi with it. I could, right? But the black one is super thin. Oh, look it. What about this one? Too much stripe action going on. Let's try the, like it would have looked so good. But sometimes you just have to work with what you got. So I don't need much of this. Let's go with 3/4 of an inch strip and see if that will work with the black. So if I put that down, this card is still a little bit damp. Do you ever pick something up and it's way lighter than you expected it was going to be and you almost throw it over your head? That just happened, right? That totally just happened. So what if I put this stripe down and put the black with it? That will be okay, right? Do you think that looks stupid? And then, right, we're going to layer all of our flowers up it. I don't like it. I'm just going to tell you that. I want the black. And I used all of it. I should have been thinking. I want the black. What did I just do? Just a second, friends. I left the studio, so I can't see your comments. So just give me a second. It's going to do something. Oh, it's okay. I left the studio. Okay, just go with it, right? I'll just go with it. Don't think too much, Vicki. Just do the things. So I will put this down like it was meant to be. Because one of you said you liked it. So I'm just going to go with whatever you just said. And we'll put it down. So right at the edge, I'm going to put this blue. Because now I'm a card maker. Because Karen and Brienne made me feel like I can do it. And anybody else who out there tonight is a card maker predominantly. I'm just going for it. You know what? I have tons of color study paper around, but it would have meant I had to get up and I didn't want to. So we will just go with it. Like it was meant to be. And then the strip there. And it will all work out in the end. Vicki didn't have to be so difficult. That paper, by the way, with the black stripes is called line drawing. And it is very pretty. It is a good old paper. You do both. You do all the things. I'm a card maker and more. I love it, Susan. You do both. I tend to make more cards than layouts. I am not predominantly a card maker, but oh, look at, what if I do this? See? Don't give up. Just stick to it. And sometimes the ideas will come. I'm going to, oops, my card is still wet. So where I put my water drops. So you got to watch because I'm tearing the paper. But I'm going to do the blue, actually, and put the black beside it. And I'm totally okay with that. I love it. So see, this was meant to be. Look at, I like that better. And then put the black to the side like that. And Nicole, yes, I am going to use these flowers on here. Did Nicole say what kind of ice cream she had? I did not see it. I looked down at my card after I asked a question. My dear, you will officially be a card maker when you stop being so frugal with the adhesive. Do card makers put a lot of adhesive on? Do you think that is the scrapbooker in me? And Dawn, I need to know, do you use the Barely Whatever adhesive or do you use Connect? What is your favorite wet glue? We have to have a little Zoom meeting, you and I, so I can really step up to the plate with my card making. I need to know what, that was hilarious. You made me laugh right out loud. Bubble gum. So Nicole, when you have bubblegum ice cream, do you spit out all the bubble gum or do you chew them? Yes, we can. We want it to arrive in one piece. Okay, so I need to start using more glue. I know a lot of people say art glitter glue, the bear glue, bear adhesive, whatever, the one that I just want it because it's in the shape of a honey jar of bear. But I know Connect glue, like the Gina K is good, but I need to, and Nuvo, that Karen always says Nuvo. So I need to order some wet glues because it's not always my favorite thing. And I need one that is forgiving. So which glue cleans up? So when it spills out of an area that it isn't shiny and it makes you look like a hot mess. I want to know which wet glue cleans up the best. Good night, Nat. We'll see you later. Where's Natalie going? It's only 10:10. I've only been here for 18 hours. So I'm going to start layering. Look at how pretty these are going to be, I think, on here, right? So, no sentiments going on here tonight until I order some, because I've decided the type of card maker I'm going to be with my cheap adhesive is I want only die cut words. I don't like stamped phrases as much as I like dies. So I need to have some dies. So Connect and Multimedia Matte are your favorite. Dry, clear, and matte. Well, I could use my own then, right? When I'm adhering stuff, that would work. But I want the ones that clean up well. And because when you make a mess, right? Sometimes the glue just pops out. And I don't want that. So I'm curling my petals. So I just like to take something round, and this is just what I was handy so that I don't crease the paper. And we'll decide what's going where. Oh, I'm going to love this card, and I think I'm going to have enough flowers that I could make some more. I like dies for titles too. It's just the kind of card maker I've decided to be. That's going to be my style. So you guys need to recommend what your favorite card sentiment dies are. Because on this one, I wouldn't want it to be too big, although it could be really cool if I put a big long one here and then the flowers around it. That would be awesome. But I would really like to have some ideas for your favorite sentiment dies. But I would stamp and cut out a shaped sentiment, right? Sentiment. Oh, yes. You use the gel medium for your collage. Have you used, and I clean up the excess glue, but this is the one that I use, the Tombow Aqua, and I find that it's shiny and then it's all over for me. Honeybee, and I love her. So I should totally look that up. And get myself some sentiment dies because I keep talking about it and I haven't done it. So let's decide which ones are going to go on here. And we'll start kind of building a pattern. Ooh, this one I like. Yeah, I have never been a lover of wet adhesive. I think it's messy and it makes me want to punch a you know what. So I have found that I don't often use, oh, where is that punch? Now would be the perfect time to use it. I'm going to see if I can find my favorite punch quickly. I'm walking away for a minute. Where are you, friend? I think I put it away, but here's the whole thing. Which drawer did I put it in? Vicki needs to do some major cleaning and organizing because my life has been craziness for so long that nothing gets put back where it belongs. And then when I want to use it, I can't find it, and that makes me very sad. So what needs to happen is I have to get my life together. Because now for the next little bit, all I'm doing are Facebook Lives. And I have some class stuff to get ready for the fall. But I am literally getting my life in order. My creative life in order. So just give me 1 second. I just had it because we used it in the gel plate class. But I don't know where I put it. So I'll just make them. I'm going to make them. But I really wanted to use that leaf punch that I have. And I know a lot of you bought it on the store. This one, I have one of them. This punch, remember? Like, look how fun that would be. So maybe I can put one of them in there, but I want two. And look at Patty, it's cut out of our favorite paper. But I don't only have one. So unfortunately, that's all I can use because I don't know where that punch is right now. I had it all organized nicely. Look it, I cut it out of here. I wanted to use that. I don't have it, so it's good. Her line with Simon whose line with Simon Says Stamps is awesome. Oh, is that the person? Annabelle Rivera? Is that how I say that? Check the floor. You just stop your craziness over there. It could be though, right? It could be on the floor. Look at me making my cards. I feel like I can sit at the card maker table when I get to hang out with my friends, the card makers again. I think I can sit at the card maker table, but I need to order sentiment stamps or I can't be a card maker. That was very funny. Check the floor. That's some funny stuff. That's where, oh, I thought you were teasing me, right? Oh, Kathy Z. Yes, I love her. I work with her a lot. Sometimes she probably wants to punch me because I'm late with deadlines, but she is always awesome and gracious, has the best YouTube videos, and is an amazing card maker and stamp maker. And Kathy and I were friends when she worked for Simple Scrapbooks, right? What punch is in front of your card? This one is this little flower one. It could be here on the table, though. I would not be surprised if you guys could all see it sitting right in front of me, but I don't think it right here. That green should be in every line. It is. Like, I think green is a good neutral. Like, and people might not think of it as a neutral, but green is a great neutral. Green and yellow. Okay, and do you see my foam dots sitting anywhere now that I... Vicki, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, lady? I moved them somewhere and I need them right now. Ayúdame. I had them right here while we've been working, and now, do you see them? It's in the toolbox. Oh, like, how did I lose them? I just had them. Okay, I think, oh, thank goodness. I have more in the drawer behind me, so we're good. What are you impressed with, Patty? Oops, sorry, Patty. I didn't mean to put your comment on there. It's this weird thing. How you made the single leaves. Yes, with my circle punch. So you punch a circle, right? Punch a circle. And then you just take it and you punch eyeballs out. And you can punch all different sizes of circles. And then when you're done, you can have an apple core. But this green has like kind of an acid wash look. They're under the flower stamps. Nope. But I found a new one anyway. Okay, let's finish this because you guys want to go to bed. It's 10:19. What the heck is wrong with me? In my 12-hour long Facebook lives. But, right, so the idea is these are going to float up and I'm going to fill it with some of the leaves. And then we can decide that one can go in there maybe. We're going to cluster. And then we'll put centers in. And this is, don't use cheap cardstock to do mixed media because that's what happened. So my card is, I might not finish this. I might do it on a piece of foundations paper, but you will get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And I just made the executive decision that I'm not committing this until I make my background on a better base, because I can never handle all of this buckling. You think I put them in the cup? I did with my embellishments, right? Just joining after a few drinks with your husband. I love that. What is bed? My insomnia denies there is such a thing. Yeah. Good night, my friends. I'm almost done and I will get off here so you guys can have a life outside of Friday Night Live. But you see where I'm going with this? I am going to build and then put some of the smaller ones in to fill. And just make this kind of flowy thing, but I'm going to remake this whole base and tear these off and put it on there because this is not working for me. So you get where this is going, right? I will fill it in and then put my little sentiment here. And that's what the card's going to look like. And then one of the things was to put black centers in. I might put black centers, or I might, this punch set, which I love, and I still have them up on VickiBooten.com, comes with this little one too. So let's see if I go in with the blue, if we're going to like that, or I could go in with the black. But I think both of them are on this paper, right? But I think the blue centers could be fun, right? I could do both. I could do blue and black. Oops, that one went on the floor. So let me show you with another one. So there is the black one. So that is how I'm going to finish this card. Okay, and then I'll post this tomorrow. But this is going to be the gist. And then I'm going to stamp for this time, just a little phrase down here. And that's pretty much how this card will come together using all from the same sheet of mixed media we did last week. So if you're looking and going, oh, I love these flowers that she did. Where did she get these from? You'll want to check out last week's Friday Night Live because we made this background and then I punched flowers out of it using these punches. And I also used my die cutting machine to create the rest. So that is where we are with this, but I will finish it, right? So I'm just going to quickly flip the camera around. Just a second here. I have to stream. Ooh, just a sec. Sorry, please. Mute. Sorry about that. Remember when I had gone out of the screen? Then it turned my mic back on my laptop. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry. If you were falling asleep, you are no longer falling asleep because I just made your ears bleed. I apologize. I was so good, right? And then I just made everybody go, oh my goodness, Vicky, you're killing me. So yes, I can totally I'll put more of the little black flowers centers in there and finish that up. But I will share a picture tomorrow. But that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed that tonight. I really love where we went with this one, the layout. Right? Very fun. I will finish that. And I'll finish the card because I have to say, here's what I have to say about the card making side of things is my kids are older, right? And they don't really love having their pictures taken anymore. And COVID, I haven't done anything for a year, like where I take a ton of pictures. So I love that I can make cards and I don't have to worry about putting photos on them. So I can look at, and I'm showing you, I use all the same techniques and now I'm making cards. So I'm going to remake that background. If you order those text stamps, I need one. I'll put another order in for a bunch of background stamps because I think that's fun. Use black or sapphire mirror cardstock for the centers. Very fun. Yes, I'll figure something out and then I'll show you. It reminded me of B-rated sci-fi films, right? Yes, sorry about that. That was crazy. I'm sure you weren't expecting that. I hope your volume wasn't up very high. So thanks again. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to figure out let me know what you want to see next Friday, because I haven't started planning for it. So if there's something that you would love to see, should we do the altered AT playing cards? Because I have ideas for that. So when Janice picks me up tomorrow, I'll stop at the dollar store and I'll get a couple packs of cards and we can do a couple really awesome things with the playing cards. So if you're out in your travels, make sure you pick up a deck of cards because we can alter some playing cards and we can do altered playing cards. We can make embellishments out of them. We can make a card using them. It's going to be fun. So yes, see, Janice, I love a challenge. So put that up there. Can you show the background stamps? They were the ones that I used on the back here. Everybody would like to have some script stamps. So I will order them and put them in my store, right? Hey, Vicky, can I still sign up for your gel plate class? Yes. The class is done, so I won't be there live with you, but all the content is in all the videos and you still can get access to the private group. So if you go on vickybooten.com and you sign up for the gel plate class, it's finished, so you don't get it live, but all the content, I think anybody who's here will tell you that it's worth it. You will enjoy it. Next week is going to be altered playing cards like ATCs, but don't worry if that's not your jam. I'm going to show you how you can use them for embellishments on your other projects. It will be a lot of fun. Five Below, we don't have that here and I can't go over the border, but yes, Five Below has pretty playing cards, Cheryl was saying, so check that out. But I can't get over the border. We don't have Five Below in Canada. So we will go to Dollarama and see what we can find. But now, like, I'm going to be on a mission to find different sizes of playing cards. And you will love the gel plate class. It really was super successful and fun. And if you are brand new to gel plate printing, I really walk you through all the steps, but then teach you how to elevate. There's lots of golden nuggets. It's worth it, right? What do you do with altered cards? Sometimes you just alter them and it's just the fun in it. It's no different with, like, Tim does tags, tons of tags. What do you do with tags? Maybe nothing. Sometimes you just enjoy the process of making them. But I'm going to show, in my head, I already have 10 ideas for altered playing cards. So we're going to use it just as an altered playing card. We're going to make some cards out of it. I'm going to show you how to make embellishments and how to make mixed media out of that. The old people playing cards are huge. What's that? So you watch. We're going to do some card swaps. Look what Janice just came up with. So we could do the altered cards and then we could do a card swap. We could start that on Vicky Booten Creative Community Group page. If you haven't joined there, make sure you go and check that out. I love that idea. And I would play. I would be part of that. So we could do altered cards and then make like a mini book out of it or something fun. So I love that idea. I love that. What a great idea for like our summer camp of art making. So that is a lot of fun. So I love that idea. Remind me, Janice, tomorrow so I can post all the details for that. Cards are for old people. They're big. I want the old people cards, right? Yes, that's what you're talking about. Those big ones. I like that because I'm an old people. I need big cards. So just another way to physically connect. Yes, Kristen, 100%. I think that, Janice, you're not just another pretty face. That was a great idea. So if you want to participate, I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll get the party started next week. We'll do altered playing cards on Friday Night Live. And I'm going to show you how to use a couple of different mixed media techniques. And then we can go from there. And I think that'd be lots of fun if you want to participate because it's just a stamp, right? I don't know how those work. I don't know how that works. Do you ship it to one person and then they ship it out to everybody? We've got to figure that out. That part won't be me. Somebody else would have to take care of that because we really know you'll never get your cards if you involve me in that kind of thing. I just have too much work to do, but I love it. We're going to do the thing. So have a great rest of your evening. If you're going to bed or if it's not that late where you live, enjoy it or your day. And thanks as always for joining me. Make sure you find some time to create something special because it's good for the mind, body, and spirit. And we'll see you next Friday. And if you have any questions, just post them. And I love, if you're watching after the fact, make sure that you post comments in the regular section. If you're watching on Facebook, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are, on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you like and subscribe as well. So have a great evening, friends. A lot of fun. We had a lot of fun tonight. And as always, I loved spending my Friday with you. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys. And end broadcast.